Okay, so I got a few questions on the slab project. That was a fun video. It was fun to not talk in the video and just try to tell the story just with the video. And I like that. Sometimes I find it really relaxing to look at videos like that. So I think the big question was, what is the slab for? I'm looking at my phone for notes. What's the slab for? Eventually I'm planning on building a small shed here to house my dust collector and maybe some other tools. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to get to that, but I was just kind of in the mood for doing that kind of work last week, and the weather was pretty nice, so I went ahead and did it. Sometimes it's those projects where you don't really have to think too much, but it has to get done. It's just kind of good to get off your table, and it makes you feel good. So another question was, a few of you guys thought I was using poplar for the forms. I was using a wood called Paulownia, and this is an inexpensive alternative for exterior trim like corner boards, fascia boards, things like that. Now this is finger jointed, edge jointed, and oil primed. This is something that I ended up making the gates for the garden out of Paulownia, and I get this from Monteith Lumber, and I really haven't used it all that much other than for the gates, and I picked up a little bit because I knew I was going to be doing this form. And I almost never use pine because I have an allergy to pine. Sometimes you have to use it, but I try not to use pine when it's really hot out, because that's when I seem to have the worst or the most skin reactions to it. So yeah, it's Paulownia, not poplar, for the concrete form. Did I pitch the slab at all? And I did pitch it a little bit, just about a half of a bubble. I used my level for that, and I ended up breaking out the Leica laser level because the slab is 7 feet long, and it was just hard to get a good level on the inside where the foundation is. And since I have a laser level, it just makes it really simple. That didn't make it into the video just because, I don't know, it just didn't really show. You couldn't see the laser line, so I didn't bother with it. But it's pitched very slightly. Probably didn't need to pitch it because it will be a shed here, but it's just kind of a habit. Another question was, why the Tapcon screws in the foundation? That was just to help hold the slab in place, and of course I got a few comments that they'll just break off. I don't know if they'll break off that easily. It is just a small little slab for a shed. I think that if you're going to do a more serious project, then you'd want to get a little bit more serious about the steel that you're putting in the foundation. And one of the comments, the suggestion was to use 1/2-inch re-rod and epoxy it into the foundation. But again, it's just a simple little shed. It's not that big of a deal. How many bags of concrete did the slab take? 13, and that was enough. That was a good workout, mixing up all that concrete. It's one of those things, it's nice to have that done sort of at the end of the day, and then you just kind of clean up and you're done with the day. So I think that answers all the questions on this project. This was a fun video to make, and I was really happy to get such a positive response on it. So I guess that's it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.